Buju, miigwech, wagush, indigenakaz, minawa, migizi, indodem, gazagasqua, jimekag, indunjaba. My name is Anton Troyer, and I'm professor of Ojibwe at Bemidji State University. I gave you a brief introduction in my Ojibwe language to let you know that my Ojibwe name is Wagush, which means fox. I'm from the Eagle Clan, and I come from Leech Lake. I'm really excited to share with you one of our stories about the constellations. A long time ago, it was winter every day of the year. A thick carpet of snow always covered the ground. It was cold, and it was difficult for everyone to find food. At this point in time, there was a creature in Ojibwe we call Ojig, which means fisher. And the Ojig was one of the best hunters in all of the winterland and would travel tirelessly looking for food for his family. One day, Ojig came home and saw his child crying and wouldn't quit crying. And when he approached, he was told by his child, "It's cold all the time. I don't have enough food. It's a struggle and it's difficult. I don't know how we'll ever get out of this situation." And Ojig took pity on his child and said, "I think there's something that I can do about that." So Ojig decided to have a feast and invited many other animals to come to their lodge. Among them were his close friends, the otter, the lynx, and the wolverine. Together, they feasted, and Ojig said, "We have to do something to solve the problem of perpetual winter. I've been told that high in the sky, there is a land where it's always summer, where there are many different plants, birds, and animals, game is abundant, and it's not nearly so cold. If we travel and are able to climb higher to reach into the sky, perhaps we can break through and bring some of that weather and abundance back here." In the end, they decided to go on a trip, and the otter, the lynx, and the wolverine accompanied Ojig as they traveled far west until they reached a land where there were many mountains. And as they climbed higher and higher into the mountains, they eventually climbed as high as they possibly could and felt that they were close enough to the sky that they might be able to reach something, to break through, to tear a little hole into the sky world so they could bring the warm weather down to earth. They took turns trying, and the otter was the first to go. He was a great jumper, and he jumped really high, touching the sky, trying to tear a little hole, but he fell back to earth. And in fact, as he fell, he started to slip and slide down the mountain, all the way down, first on his belly, then on his back. And to this day, otters behave this way. When there's a big hill, they love to slide on their belly or their back all the way to the bottom. Next, the lynx, who's an incredible jumper, decided to try. And so he jumped high into the sky, reached out with his claws, trying to tear a hole, but he couldn't quite break through. Ojig then turned to the wolverine. He said, "You are the strongest of us all. Could you try?" And so Wolverine jumped with all of his might, and with his claws started to tear a little hole into the sky. And as he did, he's so ferocious, he hung on with his sharp claws, tearing and tearing, but he wasn't able to get all the way through himself. So the Ojig, seeing the hole and sensing an opportunity, jumped up through the little hole that the wolverine had started to tear and made it into the skyland. And amazingly, to Ojig, it was everything they had heard. The weather was warm. There were birds everywhere, growing things everywhere, and he realized that it was a land of incredible abundance. He called down through the hole to the wolverine and he said, "Try harder. We need to make the hole bigger so that some of this warm weather and some of this abundance can come down to us on earth." And so they worked together. the Ojeeg from the sky and the Wolverine from the earth, tearing at this hole, trying to make it bigger and bigger. And as they did, they realized that they weren't alone amongst the many creatures in the Skyland. There were sky beings there, and they were growing angry that someone was tearing a hole into their world and that some of the warm weather was starting to escape. They called them thieves, and they started to surround and attack Ojeeg. Ojeeg was worried that if the sky people were able to close the hole in the sky, that none of the warm weather would continue to change our world here on Earth. And so he decided that he had to distract the sky beings, and he led them on a long chase throughout Skyland, eventually climbing high into a tree where they couldn't reach him. And the sky beings had bows and arrows and began shooting at the Ojeeg. But Ojeeg was quite ferocious and is very, very difficult to kill. He only had one weak spot, which is in the middle of his tail. And as he distracted the sky beings, the Wolverine tore the hole wider and wider and wider. And the summer birds started to come through the sky down to earth, and the warm weather started to penetrate and melt the snow, and things were changing until one of the sky beings discovered the weak spot on the Ojeeg and pierced him with an arrow in his tail. And when that happened and his tail broke, Ojeeg fell and started to fall, but he didn't fall all the way to earth, because there were spirits here on earth who saw what was happening and took pity on him. And so they healed and held up Ojeeg into the sky. And today, this is how things are. The sky beings stopped Ojeeg and Wolverine from opening the sky completely, but they were never able to close the hole in the sky. During the summer months, Ojeeg is represented by a constellation that today most Americans would call the Big Dipper. And he's upright, perched in the sky like he was in his tree, distracting the sky beings so that summer could come to earth. And then in the winter months, he flips over, and you can see his broken tail in the constellation, and he's inverted during the winter months, representing the time when he was falling from the sky. And to this day, we have warm weather for half the year, cold weather for half the year. There's a balance, and all of it reflected in the constellation that we call Gitche Ojeeg, the Great Fisher, and the rest of the world often calls the Big Dipper. Miigwech. Thank you for letting me share one of our stories about the constellations. It always amazes me, not what Indigenous people have lost, but what we still have. In spite of 500 pretty rough years, here we are still with living languages, cultures, and vibrant ways of solving problems and looking at the world. We are ancient and we are modern, all at the same time. As you lean in and learn more about the first people of the land and our culture and stories, I hope that it helps you expand your own worldview. After all, what Indigenous people have learned about this part of the earth and our way of relating to this part of the earth is the story of us all. We're the first people of the land that we all call home now. Miigwech, thank you.